I'm ABC13 meteorologist Alita Loresco with your need-to-know weather, and also going to include a tropical update with this. A weather alert day for today and tomorrow for the potential for some tropical downpours, and we're talking torrential rains that will give way to some flooding across parts of southeast Texas along I-10 and toward our coastal communities or the counties that are included in a flood watch beginning 7 o'clock this evening and continuing through at least Thursday morning at 1 a.m. Right now, our projected rainfall totals between 4 to 8 inches will be widespread, and then looking at isolated amounts of over a foot of rain. Now, our main threat is going to be the potential for some street flooding, but we will see some rapid rises in some of the watersheds, bayou flooding, creek flooding, anywhere to a low to moderate risk. And then looking at coastal flooding, medium to high. A coastal flood warning has been issued as well for the immediate coastline, and that's going to take us through Thursday morning as well. Here's a look at the rain chances building through the day today. As we get into the overnight hours, those rain chances will peak to 100%, and through most of the day on Wednesday, most of us pick up some periods of heavy rain, and then we start to see the rain chances taper off by the end of the week and then drying out for the majority of the weekend. But here is the latest. Not yet Alberto, but we do anticipate this to become a tropical storm sometime today. Potential storm 1. Gusts up to 40 miles per hour with maximum gusts up to 50. From the center of circulation, that wind flow is about 250 miles from the center. So it has quite a bit of an extension of those tropical storm force winds that will be felt here along the upper Texas coastline. So as we follow the track, you can see it stays over the water at least over the next 24 hours. It will become Alberto, as I mentioned, and then make landfall somewhere along the coastline of Mexico as we get into Thursday morning, and then rain itself out over the mountainous terrain of Mexico. But again, we will feel the impacts here. Today, it's going to be the periods of heavy rain, followed by the winds picking up. We've got tropical storm watches in effect, meaning that tropical storm force winds will be felt along the offshore waters and also along the immediate coastline from Port O'Connor all the way up toward High Island. Along the immediate coast there, we'll also be monitoring the small craft advisory that will extend until 7 o'clock Thursday morning, and tides will peak anywhere between 4 to 5 feet Wednesday morning. And you're looking at some very rough conditions along the bays and lakes, wave heights between 9 to 17 feet. And in this situation, we will be talking about a storm surge. Peak storm surge here along our coastline will range anywhere between 3 to 6 feet. Right now, forecasting up to 4 feet from ground level, and we're looking at those rain chances continuing to build as we get into the afternoon. So expect the morning commute to go on without a hitch. It's the afternoon, evening hours where we start to transition from widespread heavy torrential rains that will make it difficult to get on the roads first thing Wednesday morning. And then as we continue through the day, notice we've got those training thunderstorms moving in. Those are going to be the rain bands, those feeder bands feeding off from that center of circulation, and that will be ongoing through the afternoon on Wednesday, and then by the evening and overnight we'll slowly start to see that coverage beginning to diminish, with still some widely scattered showers and thunderstorms on tap for Thursday. As I mentioned, by Friday we should be drying out. So check out when we can anticipate the heavy rain to arrive. Between now and 7 p.m. we may get up to an inch of rain, but it's late tonight once the sun goes down during the overnight hours, where our coastal communities need to gear up for as much as 3 to 5 inches of rain to fall overnight. And then through the day on Wednesday, an additional 5 to 10 inches in some spots. Those isolated amounts of over 10 inches will be possible through the afternoon and evening hours on Wednesday. So some very high impact weather. In addition to that, some strong winds that will begin building in through today. We'll see some tropical storm force wind gusts anywhere between 40 to 50 mile per hour gusts, and those winds really don't relax until we get into the overnight hours on Wednesday and into Thursday. That's when the winds will slowly start to subside. By Friday, we bring down those rain chances to 30%. Saturday, it's back down to 20, and those winds should slowly start to ease. By Friday, those winds should be dropping out of the east at about 15 miles per hour. And just an early heads up, yet again, next week at this time, we'll be monitoring that Central American gyre, another system that could spin up over the Bay of Campeche. Right now, the National Hurricane Center gives it a low end of developing, about a 20% chance over the next 7 days. But first, we're going to be talking about soon-to-be Alberto and its impacts here across southeast Texas the next couple of days. That's a look at your need-to-know weather. Thanks for watching.